guys, thanks for joining me. So this is my third visit to the field that I've been given permission to metal detect on, which I really appreciate. I thought I'd show you the field itself. I don't think I've given you a full view of it. So the first time I visited, I came from here, from the gate, worked diagonally over to the left there, and then I walked along the bottom, and then I was going to go diagonally back up here, but I was running out of time, so I only got about halfway and then I had to come straight back. And down there is where I found the Victoria coin and the two buttons and the pressed brooch. So that's what happened on the first visit. Then the second visit, if you recall, rather than how can I put it, cherry picking the signals, basically I was trying to learn the machine and the IDs for various metals and depths and things like that. So what I did was, the second visit, I just walked from the gate here and along the width of the field, and then I came back this way and I was digging everything. So that was the second visit. So if you remember the second visit, what I found was a lot of iron over here, but then I was digging everything, whereas down the bottom there I was cherry picking as to which ones I wanted to dig. So the plan today, and I've got about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, is I think I'm going to head back down that way, because you know there was 4 interesting finds down there as opposed to the one up here, but I still want to like detect and dig up all the signals, so I'm learning the machine. So I'll get my gear together and then we'll get started, and I'll probably catch you on the first hole. Okay guys, so this is the first signal. I don't know whether you can see the screen at all. I'm struggling to see through the phone, and we've got an 03, 04, which tells me it's iron. It's not particularly deep. Now unfortunately I've got my headphones linked into the machine, so you can't hear it, but we'll give it a dig and see what we find. Okay, so it's near the surface, because I think the pinpoint perhaps can detect up to 2 inches away. It starts about there and then finishes just there, and then so we're looking at something that maybe actually it's all the way there as well, so it's going to be something in there, and it's not that deep, so I'm going to just use the digging tool, I think, rather than the shovel, just to try and keep things a bit neater. So there you go guys, as I said, it was a bit of iron. I can't really identify it as anything, just a bit of scrap. So I shall put that in the bag and take it away. What I'll do now is, if I find anything that I think may be interesting, then I'll get the camera out and we'll try and dig that together. All right, so hopefully I will catch you in a bit. So this signal's jumping a bit, but at least it's not in the low teens, so I think we'll dig this, guys. I'm trying to show you the screen. How the guys do this on the other metal detecting channels, I do not know. So yeah, we're going to dig this. I shall hopefully find it and show you what it is. Okay guys, so that's what that signal was. I have no idea what that metal is, but it didn't come up as iron, as you saw. It was in the 50s, so I thought it might be a coin or something like that, but well, there we go. Right, that'll go in the trash bag. I shall clear up the hole and on to the next one. Hi guys, so I've been here about 1 hour and 45 minutes. I've just had a chap stop me and ask me what I was doing, and I thought he actually drove onto the field, and I thought, oh, here we go. But he was here to shoot rabbits, but he says, oh, if you're here I'll bugger off. But he said, what you doing? I said, I'm metal detecting. He said, He says, what the fuck for? There's fuck all on this field. So we had a bit of a chat and whatever, and hopefully he might sort me out with another permission, and he says, and there will be something there. He practically guaranteed it. But I've just dug this hole. It was a scratchy signal. It was 04, and I wasn't going to bother, but there was a little kind of bleep on it, and I just thought, you know what, I wonder if there's something going in there, but it's masking something else. And I will check the hole afterwards, because I've just found, let me just see if I can get some light on it, my first ever bullet. So I'm guessing that's a 303. Has it been fired or dropped? I don't know. Because it hasn't got the cartridge attached, I would suggest that it's been fired, but not sure at all. So yeah, my first ever bullet, and after an hour and 3/4 of digging iron, I'm happy to come away with something. I've still got an hour and a quarter, I think, left before I have to bugger off, so less chatting and more digging. 2 hours and 10 minutes, guys. I found the bullet, and I've just found this. This was a 54 to 65, I think, and I thought to myself, that has got to be a coin. I wish I'd recorded it now, but is that a 10 cents? I think it is, isn't it? That's a euro coin, and it's Irish, I think. Because so I wonder if that's still a spendable. Oh my life. But it's a coin. That's what we like to see. I can't quite make the date out on that. You guys can probably see better, and it keeps going out of focus if I get too close. So yeah, I've got to be making my way out now. And the other thing is, I found a big iron bar that I was carrying around with me. Well, when I got stopped by that chap to have a chat, I picked up my metal detector, and I picked up my shovel, and I left the iron bar on the surface. So I've got to find that before I go, because I can't leave that lying around. So this may be the last bit of the video apart from the wrap up, so we will see. Hi guys, so one final hole. This was reading at 97. It's around 11 inches deep, and it's foil. So 97 foil, remember that in future, Al. Right, I need to go and find this metal bar, and I need to get home. I shall catch you on the roundup. Okay guys, so these are all the items I found on that visit, and somebody just started to bloody saw up. As you can see, if every one of those was a hole that I had to dig, there was quite a few holes that I put in that field on that particular visit, as I say, and it's just started raining as well. This is just all junk, to be honest. So you can obviously see that that's something of a hook that would have gone in the wall or something, and then we've got a nail here with a washer. This was a hole I dug because this came up as like 54, 65, like a coin again. And initially when I pulled it out, because the hole in the middle was full of mud, I thought, fantastic, but what kind of coin is that? And then obviously I found the hole in it, so that was a bit disappointing, but none of it really identifiable, as I say. I don't know whether that's part of a battery of some sort, but yeah. Anyway, I shall tidy this lot up, and then we shall look at the three items that were of interest from this visit. Okay guys, so these are the three items that I found. You saw the 10 cents, that's from 2005, I think. So yeah, that's only my second coin that I've ever found metal detecting. I found this, which initially I thought might be an early pistol bullet. Well, I can dream, can't I? Because I thought it was lead, but I think now it's copper because of the colour of it. and what I think that might be is just something that's crimped onto the end of some wire to stop it from unravelling, perhaps with regards to electrical stuff or something like that, or it may have been crimped onto I don't know, piece of leather or something, but yeah, I don't think it's particularly old. And then the star of the show is this 303 bullet. Now this for me has got a bit of an interesting tail. Well, I've made a tail up, let's put it that way. I had a word with my friend Clive, who's into like ballistics and shooting and things like that, and he confirmed that the diameter of it and the length of it, it is a 303 round, sorry, a 303 bullet. You've got at the bottom of the bullet, where's my finger gone? There. At the bottom of the bullet, you've got the boat tail design on there, so that gives a date of around 1938. So it looks like it might be a Mark 7Z, I think it is, 1938. The only problem is when I weighed it, he suggested that I weigh it. When I weighed it, it came out at 5 grams, and he told me that that was wrong. It should be 11 grams for a 303 bullet. So then I wondered if it had been like converted for a 2.2 or something like that, and he said no, 2.2s are even lighter. Now, not far away is Aldridge Airport or Aldridge Airfield, and this guy who stopped me said that somebody given him loads of 303 bullets because of the Spitfires and Hurricanes that had been stationed there. Well, that's a load of cobblers. There weren't Spitfires and Hurricanes stationed at the Aldridge Airport. Somebody in an article suggested as a lad he saw bombers there as well. Well, again, that's cobblers, because there was, I think it was the Handley Page Harrow that had to do an emergency landing at the airport, and that's a twin-engined cargo plane. And basically it overshot the runway because the runway was too bloody short, so you're not going to have bloody bombers taking off from this airport. There may be a suggestion that there was Spitfires and Hurricanes that were being maintained, but you know, low numbers. So I did a bit more digging, sorry for the pun, and I found out that there was a Home Guard battalion stationed at Aldridge. I think it was the 32nd, and somebody who was part of the Home Guard had produced a map of the local area and where the various companies were stationed. And the field I mean was between the HQ at Aldridge and I think E Company being to the south of it and B Company or something being to the east of it. And I think this is a practice round. I think they've reduced the lead core content of it, but for all intents and purposes it looked like a 303 round, and so I think it's that. What would be really cool is if I could find the cartridge, because that would have all the stamps on the bottom and it would tell you, you know, what it was. But obviously I think either this was fired and so the cartridge is in another bloody field somewhere, or this was dropped and the cartridge has just been knackered and mangled and this was broken off. But it was interesting to just investigate that and try and find out where this actually came from. So as I say, I think it's a practice round for the Home Guard, 1942 to 44, because I think they were disbanded in 44. Right, I need to shoot. Oh, sorry about that. Right, look after yourselves, guys, and I'll catch up with you soon.